Karoline Leavitt destroys The View hosts in court, exposing their secret agenda. In a dramatic legal showdown, Karoline Leavitt, the youngest White House press secretary, has taken The View hosts to court, claiming they engaged in a smear campaign against her. The lawsuit, which has rocked the entertainment and political worlds, accuses the talk show's panelists of defamation, bias, and an alleged secret agenda to silence conservative voices. Leavitt's lawsuit, reportedly seeking damages of $800 million, has sent shockwaves through the media industry. The co-hosts of The View, including Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin, are now under intense scrutiny as Leavitt's legal team presents damning evidence of their alleged efforts to misrepresent and discredit her. But what exactly did The View hosts say? And why is this case shaping up to be one of the most talked about media lawsuits in recent history? Let's break it all down. Leavitt's lawsuit. The bombshell allegations. Karoline Leavitt, known for her sharp political commentary and strong conservative stance, has accused The View of deliberately misrepresenting her views, engaging in character assassination, and pushing a biased, left-leaning agenda under the guise of open discussion. In her lawsuit, Leavitt's team lays out a series of explosive claims, including defamation, alleging that The View hosts knowingly spread falsehoods about her, damaging her reputation and career; political bias and manipulation, claiming that the show targets conservative voices unfairly, presenting a one-sided narrative while pretending to be a neutral talk show; coordinated attacks, accusing the co-hosts of engaging in a calculated campaign to smear her credibility and silence her voice in the media; emotional and career damage, arguing that their attacks have led to personal and professional harm, including threats, online harassment, and lost opportunities. According to Leavitt's legal team, internal communications from The View producers and co-hosts will serve as critical evidence, allegedly showing a pattern of bias and deliberate attempts to discredit conservative figures. What did The View hosts say? The controversial remarks. Leavitt's lawsuit stems from several heated discussions on The View, where the hosts allegedly spread misinformation about her and her political positions. Some of the most controversial remarks made by The View hosts that allegedly led to the lawsuit include Whoopi Goldberg's attack. Goldberg reportedly claimed on air that Leavitt represents the dangerous extremism of modern conservatism, a statement Leavitt argues was false and defamatory. Joy Behar's sarcastic jabs. Behar allegedly mocked Leavitt's political experience, implying that she was unqualified and a mouthpiece for the Republican Party. Sunny Hostin's accusations. Hostin was accused of misrepresenting Leavitt's views on election integrity, suggesting she was spreading conspiracy theories, an allegation Leavitt's team vehemently denies. Leavitt argues that these comments were not only false but also part of a broader agenda to push a liberal bias while silencing opposing viewpoints. The View hosts pled for lawsuit to be dropped. As the lawsuit gains traction, reports indicate that The View hosts are desperately trying to get Leavitt to drop the case. Sources claim that behind closed doors, ABC executives are in full panic mode, fearing that the lawsuit could expose internal communications that reveal a deeper political bias within the network. According to insiders, the co-hosts are reportedly making public and private pleas for Leavitt to reconsider. Joy Behar has allegedly reached out to Leavitt's team, expressing regret over how things escalated. Sunny Hostin has reportedly suggested resolving this privately to avoid further controversy. Whoopi Goldberg has taken a different approach, going on the offensive, stating that Leavitt is playing the victim and accusing conservatives of using lawsuits as a weapon. However, Leavitt doesn't seem to be backing down. In fact, her legal team has suggested that new evidence may emerge that could make things even worse for the show's hosts. Whoopi Goldberg lashes out, calls Leavitt too woke. In a shocking turn of events, Whoopi Goldberg has lashed out at Leavitt, calling her a hypocrite and accusing her of being too woke. Speaking on a recent episode of The View, Goldberg responded to the lawsuit by saying, "So now, conservatives are the ones getting offended. Please. These people always talk about cancel culture until they don't like what's being said about them." Goldberg's remarks have further fueled tensions, with many seeing them as a clear sign that the lawsuit is getting under the co-host's skin. Leavitt's supporters quickly fired back, arguing that Goldberg's comments only prove the double standards in mainstream media. Public reactions. Media bias or free speech. The lawsuit has sparked a massive debate about media bias, free speech, and accountability. Some argue that The View is notorious for silencing conservative voices, pointing to past controversies where right-leaning guests were ambushed or misrepresented. Others believe that Leavitt is overreacting and trying to silence criticism. Social media reactions. Supporters of Leavitt. Finally, someone is holding The View accountable. This show has been pushing lies for years. The double standards are insane. If this were a conservative show doing the same thing, it would be shut down in seconds. Go Karoline. Expose them. Critics of Leavitt. This is just another attempt to play the victim. The View is a talk show, not a courtroom. She's proving their point. Conservatives hate free speech when it's about them. Lawsuits like this are a threat to journalism and open discussions. With both sides deeply divided, this case has turned into a national conversation about media ethics and political discourse. What happens next? The future of The View and the lawsuit. With the lawsuit moving forward, legal experts believe The View may have to settle out of court to avoid further exposure. If Leavitt wins, it could set a major precedent for holding media figures accountable for defamation. If The View hosts win, it may strengthen legal protections for talk show hosts and opinion-based programming. Either way, this lawsuit is far from over, and the consequences could reshape how political commentary is handled on television. Final thoughts. A tipping point in media accountability. Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit against The View is more than just a legal battle. It's a cultural flashpoint in the ongoing debate over free speech, media bias, and political censorship. As the case unfolds, it may change the way mainstream media platforms operate and force networks to reconsider their approach to political commentary. The big question remains, will Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit finally expose what she claims is The View's secret agenda? Or will the co-hosts successfully defend their show? One thing is certain, this battle is just getting started. Do you believe The View is guilty of smearing conservative voices, or is Karoline Leavitt overreacting? Share your thoughts in the comments.